ladies, how you doing? So I'm doing a foundation review today. I'm going to be reviewing the foundation that I'm wearing right now, which is the L'Oreal Age Perfecting Radiant Serum Foundation. It has antioxidants in it and it's good for mature skin. So if you want to see how this foundation applied on my skin and how everything changed and how it oxidized, just keep watching. And also all links will be left down in the description. Trying out some new foundation, guys. So this is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation, SPF of 50. Here we go right here. Let me make sure you guys see it. I'm not sure if you've seen this in the stores. I happen to run across it in Walmart. I said, oh God, I gotta pick it up. So I picked the shade Deep Cool in 135, and I picked up the concealer, and the one that I have is in Caramel Beige in 250. Okay, so let's get into it and see, you know, how it does. So this foundation has antioxidant in it, which is good for anti-aging and mature skin, and for just, you know, aging in itself, because, you know, we have to make sure we keep all the skin nice and tight and look good. So let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little squeeze to kind of see. I did do this little test right here in my haul video. So here goes the foundation. It is cool, so it does look a little, let me put it over here. It is a cool foundation, and the reason why I picked this one, I felt that it was the closest to my skin tone that I can possibly get with dealing with the actual drugstore foundation. So I got this one. We're gonna see how it looks on my actual skin. You know, getting foundation from the drugstore can be definitely tricky. And oh, before I start, I'm gonna put this down. I gotta put some primer on because I am going out today. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. This is the matte putty primer. I like this stuff. It is mattifying, but since I went out yesterday, and I'm so happy I put this particular primer on, because you see I'm putting too much. Doing too much. I put this primer on because I knew I was gonna be out. It was 89 degrees yesterday, and I knew I was going to be be out in the warm climate, and I knew I wanted to make sure that my makeup looked good. I wasn't out and about, like, you know, I was definitely social distancing, but I was out. I had makeup on, and I didn't need a mask because I wasn't around anybody. So here we go. Ooh. It looks a little ready. What you guys think? Let me get the one off my hand. This is red. Let me get some more. Okay, so I have not finished blending it in, but I want to come and just kind of give you a sneak peek of how this foundation looks compared to, oh, come on, shirt, compared to my actual skin and to my face. And then you can kind of see with my eyebrows and everything, you can definitely see that this foundation is definitely a tad bit darker. But I'm sitting here thinking about something. Even though it's a little bit darker, it's giving me a nice finish. So let me go ahead and finish blending out and see what the results is going to look like. Because, you know, sometimes you can put your foundation on. It might need to oxidize. I might need to put my concealer on, put a little powder on, and so forth and so on. But from the start, just got to get this right here. Okay. You see, and I don't want to bring it down too much because I know it doesn't match me pretty good. So I'm going to definitely need some powder. These are little things that you got to pay attention to when you're doing your makeup, because you just don't want to look. I'm looking real bronzy. I'm looking like I have a tan. This is like a summer foundation for me because it's very, very bronzy. But I definitely like the way it feels. It doesn't feel tight. It feels nice and light. It doesn't have a strong fragrance smell to it. I'm gonna get some more specs on this foundation because it has that piece of paper back here, like a tape and you have to open it up versus it just being written out. So I'm going to get some information and I will definitely share those with you. Okay, so here we have it. Foundation is on. Let's get into the concealer. We're going to use this one. This looks like it's going to be super bright. Okay. And this one is in caramel beige. This is very cool as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put this pretty much in all the spots because I need to help tone down this foundation. Okay, I did locate my Fix Plus. It was on my dresser, laying like this, and I wasn't paying any attention. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to blend this out. Do you guys see how this concealer is blending out? This is nice. This is really nice. Concealer nicely blends out. I like it. So now you can kind of see, even though the foundation was a little bit too dark for me putting the concealer on definitely kind of toned down certain areas of my face. So it kind of looks like I have natural, you know, like contour going on, or bronzing, I would say, going on. So that's a nice little trick that we both learned today. Even if your foundation is a little bit darker, it's okay. Maybe your concealer can be a little bit lighter, and it can definitely help kind of balance things out. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use some setting powder. I'm using my Sacha Buttercup. I need to use this stuff. And I did try it on. And the reason why I'm using it is because my foundation is a little bit dark. I was going to use my Maybelline, but I think this one will be a little bit better. To use a little bit more of my makeup. And you guys know I don't just let it sit there. I just go ahead and pat it out. I'm going to put some powder all over my face in the areas where I did not set, which is right here. And I will have everything linked down in the description for sure. I'm not going to put on any bronzer because of the foundation. I'm going to kind of leave everything as is. But I'm going to put on some highlight. Highlight I'm going to be using is my e.l.f. This one here is in Rose Gold. This is a nice faint. You got to, you know, kind of put your brush in there. It will show up. Okay, so far so good. This is the actual base of my foundation. I'm gonna let it sit. I'm gonna put some rose water on. I found my rose water. This is from Trader Joe's, guys. I'm gonna have this one linked down below as well. Let me put this over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of make sure everything kind of loosens up, because you know when you have all this powder on your face, it can get a little tight and it can look a little powdery. We don't want to look powdery. I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on, and we're going to see how everything looks all together, and then we're going to have a conversation about this good old foundation. Okay, ladies, so here's the final look. I'm really pleased. I'm pleased at the whole outcome of the foundation look, because as you guys know, when you first started seeing me put the foundation on, it was definitely a little bit more darker than what I normally would wear, and it was definitely giving me kind of a reddish tone. Everything turned out pretty good, because once it oxidized and everything got put together with the concealer, the powders and everything looks really, really good. It's not really a big of a difference from my actual body to my face. So that's definitely a plus. But I definitely want to get into some specs about the actual foundation. I just want to read a couple of things. You know, as I said, it's the Loreal Age Perfect Match Radiant Serum Foundation with SPF of 50, which is amazing and good. So if you don't have on any SPF underneath your foundation, within your primer or your actual face cream, you're protected with your actual foundation, which is really good, especially for women who have mature skin or who is up in age, because you know you definitely need it. So I don't remember how much I paid for it. I do have the receipt still, but it's not around me. Right here it's saying it's $15.99, and this roughly was about that. It was definitely a little bit more pricier than normal foundations that I normally pick up. So I was like, let me take a peek. It's an actual whole line. Like, I have the foundation and the concealer. They have I think an eyeliner. They have a couple of lipsticks, some blushes, some face powders, a plethora of lip liners, a plethora of things, items I should say. But I didn't chose to get any of those. I just chose to get the foundation and the actual concealer, because those are things that I actually like. You know, I'm not a blush girl, so I don't really go gravitate towards the blush. And I kind of stick to my powders and my foundations. You know, I kind of keep those kind of, you know, tight knit. But nevertheless, this particular foundation has 30 radiant shades. Now, this is not a mattifying foundation. It is definitely radiant. Is to give the skin that dewy look. Dewy looks can definitely make you look a little bit more younger, so that's definitely a key in this whole, you know, age perfecting. So definitely keep that in mind. Let me read this little blurb here. It says here, anti-aging. Oh, no, that's for eye brightening. We don't want to know about that because I don't have it, so I don't want to tell you that. But let's get into this right here. This is the description for the foundation. It says it's a formulated with SPF 50 vitamin B3 and hydrating serum for all day hydration, even tone, and provides a natural radiant finish, lightweight, and does not settle in fine lines. And that's something that I always talk about. We don't want nothing settling in these lines. We don't want nothing settling in these creases, nowhere on the face. And I mentioned to you when I was putting it on, it definitely felt very, very light, which is good, because as your skin matures, you don't want anything on your face that's going to weigh it down. So you definitely want to be very mindful and take heed to all those different things when you're picking your foundation. So I'm reading from the actual Loreal website, and it's just showing, you know, how the foundation doesn't settle in the fine line. So they have an actual woman here who has significant lines, and they're showing how they put the foundation on her, and it's pretty much not settling in her lines, just pretty much smoothing over. You can still see the lines, but it's not making them more pronounced than what they were prior to. Let's give it a nice, fresh, radiant look. So yeah, this thing, you know, you can use with your fingertips, brush, sponge, whatever your choice of tool might be. And a ton of reviews, you know, people have their, you know, their likes and dislikes. But yeah, so far I like it. If it's definitely gonna give me some B, what was it? Let me go back to where was that at? Some B3 and all that SPF. I'm all in for it. What do you guys say? I like it. You know, there's nothing wrong with getting anti-aging products to mix in with your actual everyday makeup, or even your makeup collection, from your skincare to your foundation, because again, we have to be proactive towards our skin, because it's aging, and we have to make sure we preserve it nicely as we possibly can. So I want to say hey to all my new subscribers, hey to all my old. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.